I'm Riley Waters, and this is my response to the second video called I Sued the School. The video I Sued the School was super captivating. The way the speaker spoke passionately and poetically with rhyming was super effective in delivering his message that the school system currently is outdated and it isn't serving students or teachers well. As an audience member, I was super intrigued and listened to every word because I was so intrigued by what he had to say. The speaker showed pictures of how cars and phones have changed over 150 years, but the pictures he showed of classrooms over the same time had not changed at all. The cars became fancier and didn't need a horse to draw it anymore, but in the pictures of the classroom, students still sat in orderly rows where they raised their hands to speak and they competed for the best grade. In my opinion, this air of competition is the most harmful aspect of our current educational system. Looking back on my own education, the presence of competition was really detrimental to me. I would pretend to read books that were far above my reading level because all my friends were reading the books. I hadn't read the Harry Potter series until I came to college because I was so disappointed and upset that I couldn't read it when other people were reading it because it was just too far above my level. I remember that when we were doing the timed math fact tests, I would get so distracted because I was only halfway done and my peers were flipping over their paper like they were done. And that air of competition, the air of trying to be the best student, was truly harmful. And I think that the removal of that air would be super positive. Like the animal school video, this video emphasized that each student is unique. No two brains are the same. But today, students are treated as if education is a one-size-fits-all experience. The speaker described this as educational malpractice, that we teach the same thing to unique students with different needs and dreams. The phrase educational malpractice is a very aggressive term, but I completely agree. I think it is educational malpractice because students aren't being served correctly. He said that curriculum is created by policymakers who have never even stepped foot in a classroom. The speaker also called to light that the education systems is mistreating teachers. Teachers are underpaid despite being hugely important members of society. The speaker offered the example of Finland, an educational system that is highly successful. He said that they focus on collaboration instead of competition. And like I said, in my opinion, this small change would greatly improve the educational experience for students, focusing on collaboration instead of competition. The speaker concluded by hoping schools could become a world where fish are no longer forced to climb trees. He asked viewers to answer the question, how can we make a better school system? Which was a great framing question for my reflection upon this video. I think that focusing on collaboration instead of competition would be a great start. The school system must recognize that each student is different and the content should be tailored to suit each student's strengths, which is easier said than done when a teacher is spread so thin, but putting more money towards the education system, paying teachers more, getting more TAs and paras in schools will allow us to tailor lessons and activities to each student. Because realistically speaking, one teacher can't create 30 different worksheets for every lesson. But with the assistance of many adults who are fluent in education and know how to treat each student and how each student is different, that would be super effective and would improve the educational experience of a lot of students. So using a student's strengths can motivate them to try their best and can maintain a sense of confidence within their learning. Because not only is competition harmful generally speaking, but competition really takes a toll on a lot of people's confidence. So it's a really important thing to consider getting rid of the air of competition within the educational system, in my opinion.